If we set a temperature record over the next few days, it will be officially recorded at SeaTac Airport. Taking a live look right now at the airport where our weather records have been kept for decades. So why is this sensor there and not in the city of Seattle? King 5's Glenn Farley joining us live now. So Glenn, you got a behind-the-scenes look at all the equipment that is going to keep track of this weekend's extreme heat. What did you see?
And track of everything else. And you asked about Seattle. In fact, the official records were kept in Seattle at the old federal building going back to the 1800s until they moved them out here to the airport nearly 75 years ago. It's already hot at SeaTac Airport. In aviation, weather is everything, and it's no surprise that airports are well equipped to record our weather. There's a lot of hardware here operated by the National Weather Service. Every second of every day it sends out our current weather conditions. And if there's a record set this weekend, it will be set right here. So this is our official weather station. They record rainfall, snowfall, temperature, other things. But it's almost as if the weather didn't happen here. It didn't happen.
To use one spot like SeaTac is convenient in that because it's all kind of relative. But when we're actually tracking how the climate is changing, we're using all those stations. There are 10 climate divisions in Washington State.
Nick Bond of the University of Washington is the state's climatologist. There are other sophisticated weather stations around, but using SeaTac as the official station has at times been a bit controversial. It's hardly in a pristine environment. Runways and taxiways absorb heat and then can put that heat back out. And Bond says SeaTac often reads hotter than other locations, especially when the wind is coming from certain directions.
When the wind direction is from the north, it tends to be especially hot at SeaTac.
Yet there is also value in consistency. SeaTac opened in 1947, meaning there's a record here in one spot, nearly 75 years.
To see how things are changing over time, you like to have a record, at the same spot.
And Bond says it can actually be warmer here in the depths of winter than it is other places. Largely, he says, because SeaTac sits up on a plateau, the coldest air kind of runs off like water spilled onto a table to lower levels. So if you're sitting there watching the official temperature here, warmer than you are in the wintertime, that's the reason why. Live at SeaTac Airport, Glenn Farley, King 5 News.